Hey guys, it's Maddie, welcome back. So I posted on my TikTok like a little video where you can ask me questions because I kind of wanted to do a video just answering random questions that you guys have. So I'm going to be reading off the ones that I chose. I chose the ones that I guess were most interesting, or if there were some that were repetitive, like a lot of people asked me what my favorite color was, so I just chose one of them to show on here. Alright, so let's dive into it. There are quite a bit. The first one is, what do you think about your followers, like me? By the way, love all your TikTok. I think all of you guys are very, very kind and very sweet because I get a lot of kind messages in my DMs and kind comments, and just you guys say the nicest things to me, and I wish that I could like respond to all of you, but I have a lot of unopened DMs, so I feel like that's kind of hard to do. But I think you guys are very sweet and supportive. I love how much love you give me on my videos and stuff, so I really appreciate that. What is your favorite color? Blue. My whole room is blue. Everything in my room is blue. This is only one part of my room. If you had to pick, would you do riddles and stories or join the hype house and not have TikTok? Is that a question? I don't want to be a part of the hype house, no hate, but I just don't. And I enjoy doing riddles and stories for you guys, so I would definitely pick that. I also am really addicted to TikTok, so not having a TikTok would really suck. When did you realize you were TikTok famous? Well, not yet, because I don't think I'm TikTok famous. I feel like to be TikTok famous, you have to have like millions of followers. If you consider me TikTok famous, then you are probably gonna consider like 25% of TikTok users as famous, and I don't think that that's true. Any advice for your past self? Cheesy, I know, I'm sorry. I wish that I left private school earlier than I did. I wish that I wasn't there as long as I was. If I could go back in time and tell myself to leave private school, I most definitely would take that opportunity. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have a little puppy. She's not actually a puppy, but I call her a puppy. She's actually really old. She's fluffy, she's cute, and currently throwing up, so I would show you her, but she'd probably throw up on me right now. If you would travel anywhere, where would you go? If you could travel anywhere, where would you go? I really want to go to Hawaii. I know that that's like basic, but I've never been to Hawaii and it sounds really nice. Do I have any siblings? Yeah, I have a sister. She's older than me and she's cool, I guess. What your TikTok crush? Who is my TikTok crush? My boyfriend. I do follow him, but he doesn't actually create any content, so. But I just follow him so that he can send me funny TikToks. What is your ethnicity? I'm Chinese. What is the most embarrassing thing that I have done? When I was in 8th grade, I performed in a talent show and I sang Riptide like every other girl in the world, and I was so bad. Like I'll see if I can find the video, but I was so bad, guys. I wish that that did not happen. Like I sang that song in front of my whole school. What's my favorite TV show? Rick and Morty or Bob's Burgers. I really like that show, but I'd probably say Rick and Morty is just a little bit above that, but I feel like I watch Bob's Burgers more often. Why do you like telling stories? I like to entertain you guys. Why did you start TikTok? Because I had that one like story time that my dad told me that I thought was really interesting and I really wanted to share it with people, and I didn't think that it would get seen at all, but just in case it did, I wanted to put it out there, and then it did pretty well. So what's your favorite scented candle scent? Currently, Island Margarita by Bath & Body Works. Where do you get your stories? They either come from me and my life and my experiences. Some people also send me their own stories through my Instagram DMs and I give them credit for it, or just the internet and I just look up crazy stories. What's the first thing you'll do after Corona? Go to the gym. I really miss the gym. Where in the world have you traveled? Greece, Italy, France, Germany, China, a lot in the US, Malta, Spain, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas. I feel like I might be forgetting some, but I don't actually know. I have traveled a lot though, as you can see. And I hope to travel more. How long have you been on TikTok? Since November. Do you know who Avril Lavigne is? Yeah. Who's your favorite TikToker? That's kind of hard. I have a lot. I love Noah Schnapp. He's from Stranger Things, and I just think that he is like the sweetest person ever, and I love his TikToks. They're so original. I also like this one lady. I don't know her name, but her username for everything is her.atlas. She lives in Japan, and she has a really cool house that has a lot of things that American houses don't have. And she basically shows us that in her videos, and also what it's like to live in Japan, and I just think it's really cool. One more person that I do like, I'm just gonna give myself 3 people, is Shireen. It's Cooking with Shireen, and I just think that she's amazing. She like posts all of these videos of her like making food, and it's so good. I wish I could eat it. And she seems so nice and just like such a mom. I love her. Have you got a boyfriend or girlfriend? And if you do, how did you meet them? I have a boyfriend. We have been dating for a year. And as a lot of you know, I lifeguarded for a while, and I actually met him because of that. If any of you know the company Lifetime Fitness, there was a new Lifetime Fitness opening in our town. And we were both shadowing and training at a different one, and we were just coincidentally both there at the same time. I had no idea who he was, and he had no idea who I was. And I was in the pool teaching kids how to swim, and he was actually gonna be the head coach. So he was out of the pool teaching kids or coaching them. And I look over and I saw him, and I just thought that he was like the most attractive person. I thought he was really cute, and he seemed to be really good with kids. And I just couldn't stop looking at him. And then he started looking over at me, and then I had no idea who he was. And then the next day we met all the people that we were going to work with, and he was there, and I was like, oh, I'm thinking to myself like, oh, you're going to be working with me at the club that I'm at. And then I started to get to know him, and then it turned out that he also saw me in the pool, and he couldn't stop looking at me. And then we started hanging out and getting to know each other better, and then we started dating. There's a lot more to that story, but it's kind of long, so. Do you like online school? No. I'm not struggling in school, I'm more struggling caring about it, so I have to really push myself to get up and work. How did your mom die? By the way, I'm not saying this so your feelings get here. Hurt? Do they mean hurt? I'm sure they mean hurt. My feelings will not be hurt by that. It's a common question. My mom died in a car crash when I was 7 years old. I had just turned 7. And somebody, I don't know if they were like texting or something, but they were driving and they were speeding, and my mom was just sitting at a stoplight, and it was a hill, and he was coming up over the hill, and he was speeding. He had no idea what he was doing. This stupid teenager came crashing down and sandwiched my mom between him and a semi-truck. So everybody else was okay but her. But I'm pretty sure that she died instantly, so she didn't feel any pain, which was good. I wouldn't want her to go through any of that. But the truck driver was fine, and then the teenager was fine. And yeah, that's what happened. And then we sued them. We sued him. We sued somebody. I don't know. Do you have a celebrity crush? Yeah, I have like everybody's my celebrity crush, I feel like. But like for real, if we're talking like for real, I am in love with Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things and many other movies and TV shows. Don't worry, my boyfriend knows this. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I like Finn Wolfhard. He's actually my background. See, look. Finn Wolfhard, if you ever see this video, I love you. That's it. Are you American? Yes, I'm Chinese American. So my DNA is like Asian, I'm Chinese, but I am a citizen of America. So I am Chinese American. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken, because I learned a while ago that in chicken eggs, there is a protein that can only be made by chickens. So the chicken must have come first in order to lay the egg that has the protein in it. I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true, but I'm pretty sure that it is. Why do you choose to do Storytime TikToks? I can't dance, I can't sing, and I can't just stare at myself all day while standing in some really good sunlight and just look at myself all day. I feel like that's, I mean, I guess some people do that, but I don't want to do that. So I'm like, why not tell stories? I feel like maybe I'm good at doing that, and I think I have some interesting stories. So I decided to do story times to keep you guys entertained. And I like doing them, they're fun. What's your birthday? October 26th. At least that's like my assumed birthday because, as a lot of you know, I'm adopted, but I also was like left at a train station for someone to come find me. So I was not left with anything, like any notes or any like birth certificate. So no one actually knows my birthday. So they just guessed that it was that. So I don't really actually know my birthday. When you were a lifeguard, have you guys ever been shut down? Yeah, like multiple times due to poor management and like vomit and like blood stuff, feces. Just a lot of stuff. Like, become a lifeguard and you'll understand. Skincare routine, coming soon. What's your favorite type of dog? And who's your favorite YouTuber and TikToker? I love dachshunds. I love Shibas. I love corgis so much. I love labs and I love like golden retrievers and stuff. I feel like I like every type of dog. But if I could choose like a puppy to have right now and like it's mine, I'd probably choose a corgi, only because they're so stubby and cute, and I just think they're so friendly and nice. And yeah, I really want a corgi. How tall are you? I am 5'2". I am very short. Why did you start a YouTube? I started YouTube because everybody told me to, and then I was like, hey, like I kind of like this, so I just kept going with it, and here I am. What's my biggest fear? Well, I don't like vomit, as like all of you know. I'm very claustrophobic, and I also don't like stink bugs. Those are like the only things I don't like. Vomit, stink bugs, and small spaces. Other than that, I don't really have any other fears. Except for war. I'm like terrified that we're gonna like go into World War III in my lifetime, so I'm gonna have to experience it, and there's gonna be more poverty and unemployment and more sicknesses, and this coronavirus is really freaking me out because it's kind of like that in my head, and like the epidemics and the pandemics and everything, like when the world just goes to crap, like that's actually like a real fear that I have, like war and like pandemics, like but worse than the coronavirus, like airborne diseases. What's my favorite animal? Well, a lot of you know that I like teddy bears, so I like bears. But my favorite animal is probably a penguin. Like, I love penguins. They are so cute. Like, I like the way they walk, because like they waddle in side to side and they don't know what's going on, and they're so small and fluffy. Favorite flower? My favorite flower has always been a sunflower, but I also really like daisies. So that's my second one. But sunflowers and then daisies. What is the first thing you notice about a person? Their teeth. I always look at their teeth. It's just like a psychological thing to notice something wrong with someone's teeth before anything else. It's just like a thing. What's your favorite song? Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners. Did you do gymnastics? Yes, I did. I did for a few years and then I quit. Have you ever dyed your hair? Yeah, in 5th grade I thought that blonde highlights would look really good with my hair. It did not. How many people have sent you stories for your story times? Way too many. Like I have, I think like 7,000 unopened DMs of just stuff. Not all story times, but a lot of people send me story times. What's the one thing you hate the most? Oh boy, that's a long list. I feel like one of the things that would definitely be up there though is when people talk down to me. I hate when people like make it seem like they're better than me, and they talk down to me like I'm freaking 5, or just like as if we're not equals. Like I hate that so much. What's the craziest story that I've ever told? Probably the one where my dad almost shot me. That's on my TikTok. Or the one where I was like in serious danger during work because that guy kept throwing stuff at me. And then he ran off into the woods and was never seen again. That's also on my TikTok. Does your toilet paper go over or under? Over. I'm not a psychopath. What is my favorite book or movie? My favorite movie is Coraline. I know that's so weird because people like get freaked out by that movie, but I think it's just genius. That movie is so creative and so beautifully artistic, and I just love that movie. My favorite book is probably like Hatchet or Lord of the Flies, because I really like books where people are stuck like on an island and they have to figure out ways to work together or get off the island. I was forced to read those books for school, but I actually really liked them. What is your favorite actor or actress? Who is my favorite actor or actress? Well, as you guys know, I am obsessed with Finn Wolfhard, but I really like Millie Bobby Brown as well. I think you guys can tell that I really like Stranger Things. But I do love Emma Watson. I love Emma Watson. I think that she's just such a great actress and singer, and I love her. What would you do if someone stole your most prized possession? Well, my most prized possession is my dog. So if someone steals my dog, I am going John Wick on their ass. Do you have a crush? Yeah, I've been dating him for a year. He doesn't know it yet, but yeah, so that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you are staying safe and staying inside. Hopefully the country like reopens and we can go outside and go to actual stores and stuff and get out of our houses. But in the meanwhile, I hope that you are washing your hands and staying away from people. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Happy Hump Day!